tried changing the angle in case that changed the glare situation, but it didn't improve it much. Hi, today we are doing a quick day in my life as an extremely stressed out grad student. We are officially 10 days out from my sort of thesis defense, so I have that to prepare for. My presentation is bare bones already there. I just need to edit the presentation, and then of course I'm getting feedback from my committee, so I need to edit my paper. Nothing too drastic, just little fixes, typos, and whatnot. I also have to figure out, I won't be teaching my classes next week because I want to prepare for my thesis presentation. That's very stressful. Asking other people to take on the workload that I signed on for and am getting paid for, even if it's not enough, still feels pretty rough, if I'm honest. So, not the greatest feeling in the world, but I do have some pretty great friends in the grad program that I'm in, so hopefully they don't hate me too much. And the other thing is, today's Wednesday. I don't have any classes today, but I have some meetings to attend. So in terms of workload, I just have to finish preparing for my meetings, grade some homework. I have to work on some midterm projects that are due literally the week after my thesis, and I'm like, bro, the timing could not be worse. So I spent the morning literally an hour of sending emails and reaching out to people. And then I started preparing for my meeting today. I also rewatched Holo Mai Pele, which is the Hawaiian mythology epic that follows Pele and then her sister Hi'iaka as Hi'iaka goes on this journey to save Pele's lover. But all of this stuff happens and it ends up in Hi'iaka also gaining her deity status, which is really cool. I watched it a couple of times throughout my time here in Hawaii, and it's so beautiful to me every single time. But the more I watch it, the more things I notice and become even more powerful with the epic. So that was really nice. I am struggling mentally this week, but watching Holo Mai Pele definitely gave me a little bit of a boost that I really needed. So I also started a puzzle the other day. I've been absolutely loving the puzzle, and I've been saving it at the very end of my day to spend an hour not thinking about anything. These days I haven't been reading because for some reason when I'm reading my brain still travels and I get stressed and anxious. When I'm doing a puzzle, I'm so focused on the puzzle that there's no brain space for me to do anything but the puzzle. So yeah, hopefully I will save some time for myself to do the puzzle later today. And even though I just said that I'm not in a good brain space for reading and whatnot, last night I got up to, I think, 50% of the way through Get a Life Chloe Brown. I was in a good mood last night. I finished a bunch more of my puzzle and I was just so fucking exhausted that I couldn't feel sad because I was so tired. And so I hopefully can pick this back up again. I am feeling incredibly stressed right now, but I'm not too sad. So I think I'm in a good enough mind space where this book will be enjoyable. Not that it wasn't enjoyable before, but as I discussed in my weekly vlog, when I was reading this last week, I was just in this mindset where I couldn't enjoy happy things, which sucked. I wanted nothing more than to enjoy this book, but I couldn't. So again, I'm gonna hope that I get a break at lunchtime and I can read some of this. I'm gonna go get ready for my meeting. See you guys in a bit. Look, it's later in the day, and I'm not just saying that because I put my hair up. It's quite later in the day. I had lunch and my meetings, a nice big cry, because it's not a day in grad school without a nice big cry. And I'm actually technically currently in my office hours, but the students who typically come my office hours already came and went, asked their questions. They're doing fantastic. So proud of them. I'm not joking, by the way. And so now I have the rest of the hour to grade homework. So I'm gonna do that. Knock one more thing off of my to-do list today. Okay, hello. Take my word for it, it's 2:40, so it took me a little over an hour to grade the homework for one of my classes. I'm going to take a small break, and I'm going to sort of rearrange my TBR shelf because I have filed it down a little bit. I also went to the bookstore on Monday after having a really tough weekend, and I bought myself some more books. So the TBR shelf has lessened in volume, but there's still quite a bit, and I'm going to rearrange it as a little bit of catharsis between now and when I do my next task. So our apartment's not very big, and we literally don't have any surfaces big enough for this 1,000 piece puzzle that I got the other day. So the puzzle is on the ground on a yoga mat, because the yoga mat is literally the only thing in this house that is big enough. So that's on the ground right next to my desk, and then I just sit on this towel here when I'm doing the puzzle. It's a sex wax towel, that's why it says sex on it. Please excuse the mess, but I'm going to tackle my TBR shelf. As you can see, I've taken out a lot of books from the top shelf, and it needs to be rearranged a little, so I'm thinking of moving some things around. You'll see it in a second. She's shiny and sweaty because, like, not 2 seconds after I ended that last clip, the fire alarm went off in my building. So I had to grab all my crap and take Diego, run downstairs, and wait outside for a bunch of time. And because I didn't want to wait outside and, like, just wait there in the sun, I went and got myself some fruit tea. Yeah, that was an annoying little bit. I'm going to try and finish the 2 readings that I have for one of my classes, which I'm doing right now. And then it's just about dinner time. Woohoo! Y'all, so it's like 6 o'clock now, and I just finished the readings that I had to do for that class, because don't ask me why it took me so long to read 2 not very dense papers, but it did. It's just one of those days. But I started making some pasta, so if you hear some noise in the background, that's me making pasta, the hood stove thingy. But I realized, like, as I was putting the pasta on the stovetop, I was like, oh my god, I have something due tomorrow that I totally blanked on. So now I'm gonna go rush and do that because I kind of want to be pal for the day, so that after I eat I can just take Diego on a walk, do my puzzle, do some readings, have a little self-care night, that kind of thing, because it's 6 o'clock. I want to be pal. I know I got a late start to the day, but I want to be pal. Please. kind of sad, but I'm just gonna have my dinner here at my desk because our apartment's too small for a dining table. Woohoo! And I'm going to actually edit this video while I eat. The grind never stops. I'm finished for the day. Yay! I'm about to take Diego on his walk, but before I do that, I'm just gonna really quickly finish packing my bag for tomorrow. That should be everything. Yeah, okay. Picasso, I like it.